Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today is November the 5th, 2021. And I wanted to talk about why we shouldn't be paying attention to some of these analysts who cover these stocks on a regular basis. Like, how can they be wrong when they give their stock recommendations as to whether or not these stocks are a buy or a sell or a hold? Like, how can you determine whether or not their recommendation is actually accurate? Well, welcome. This is HueFin. We're also known as HueFin News. This is the spot to where we certify what these recommendations are if they fall in line with what the market thinks. And the chart is how you can see what is everyone's consensus of what they're thinking about where price is going to go. So we're going to show you an instance as to how people give recommendations, but the chart is not actually in line with what their recommendations are. Join us, tap it, keep it locked in here. Hit the like button, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel because we make this easy. We're not going to confuse you. We're not going to talk about fundamental analysis. Look at the EBITDA, look at earnings per share, look at the estimated revenue over the next year, because it's pointless. You cannot quantify or price those things. You can't. And then we also don't use technical indicators. The only thing that we focus in on is the price and the volume. And you should do the same thing because it eliminates all the other confusion. Price is the ultimate deciding factor as to where it's going to go. So let me talk about our last Pinterest price prediction. You guys can see it all the way back here on the left side of my chart. We did this price prediction on a weekly time frame on our first channel, which is HueFin News. Right here. We played the strength in the market in Pinterest all the way back on August the 20th. Right? And we told you all to play the strength to the market in Pinterest. We played the strength then. Now look at where price has gone. Yeah, we definitely seen the price in Pinterest go up. We've seen it. We timed the market all the way back here on July the 27th, the week of 2020. Now at the high of the market, look at that, 156%. Now since then, price has been coming down. So if we were to get out now into the market in Pinterest, we'll still be up 26%. Simple. And we didn't talk about all that confusion, right? So now let me get rid of that. And let's talk about some things, because this chart is definitely glaringly telling us that it's weak. So if the market is telling us, if price is telling us that it's weak, why would analysts give us buy recommendations for the stock? Let me show you all this. This is tip ranks, right? This is the spot to where these analysts give out their price targets and recommendations. This is Pinterest. So currently there are 11 analysts who have ratings on this stock, right? There's 9 holds and 2 buys. Now pay attention to this, because right here, this is based off 11 Wall Street analysts. They're offering 12 months price targets, 12. So anyone else outside of offering 12 months, they want you to hold these stocks for 15 to 30 years. These analysts are only offering 12 months. So why can you cannot even price a particular instrument that far out, 10 years, 15 years, 30 years. You can't price it. You cannot get a price target that far out. That's why these analysts only give you 12 months. So they're looking for Pinterest, on average, to go to $60.78, right? That's on average. There's one analyst who has a price target of 73 and one that has one of 50, right? Now, notice this. They're giving us, tip ranks is, the recommendations over the last 3 months. I wonder why. Because check this out. There also were some analysts outside of 3 months that also gave recommendations. Look at this. The furthest one out is here. Chandler Converse, right? He did a recommendation 11 months ago of a buy, but he didn't give a price target. So let me go up one more. This is Michael Levine. Pivotal Research. Look at his price target, 107.50. This was 9 months ago. 9 months. February 4th, 2021. So let's go look at the price chart then, because he put a price target in February of this year of Pinterest hitting $107.50. February, right? So here it is right here. Let me give you the arrow as to where he did that price prediction. His price target was 107 right here, February. Okay, this is 9 months in. If he's giving out 12-month price target like tip ranks like to read us, he's almost done. He has 3 more months. 3 more months for the market to hit that 107 price target that he listed back in February. Well, clearly, price is going down. This is why these analysts, they get it wrong all the time. Instead of the market hitting that 107 price target that he listed, we're down 46% in Pinterest. 46%. He needs to come back in and give an updated price recommendation and price target. But as you all can see, he hasn't done it. Look at the next one. Lightshed Partners, 7 months ago. April, $100, 129% upside, right? Based on where price is now in Pinterest. April, let's go to April. So here it is here. They're getting it wrong. And be careful of YouTubers who try to justify their fundamental analysis based on what these analysts talk about. You guys can see this. It's like a trend, like they're following behind the market. You guys can see back in the beginning of the year when Pinterest was trading up here around $88, $90. Look at where the price targets are at, right? Look at this, 107, 105, $100, 102. But as Pinterest price has been on the decrease, look at this. Is it a coincidence that their price target has been going down as well too? So now you're seeing 90, 83, 65, 75, 68, 57, 58, 62. Like the price target is decreasing. 55, 50, 58. That's because price is going down. These individuals are being reactionary to price movement in Pinterest. This does not give you no benefit into being in position and capitalizing onto the market, or at best minimizing those losses. You will think that these Wall Street analysts will have a leg up amongst everyone else, but I'm showing you that they're even trailing the market. So check this out. Let me talk to you and show you why these analysts may also still have it wrong, right? Look at this. Now, this ascending line on my chart goes all the way back here till March of 2020, right? This is the trend. And we've understood that as long as Pinterest traded above this ascending line, we know that price was going to go up. But the decision was decided back in August of 2021, right here, to where the market in Pinterest broke that ascending line. At that time, that is when they should have came through and said the market in Pinterest is now a sell, because the trend is broken in Pinterest. The ascending line, the upward movement in Pinterest broke in August of 2021. It broke. And then take a look at the price. We've been trending down ever since then. But then hold on. During the month of October, we tried to break back up above that trend, and we still got rejected and price came back down. The market tells us what it wants to do. So that is how I know that they are wrong in their price targets. The market in Pinterest is now weak. And seeing that we got rejected on our upward move to try to trade back up above this ascending line lets me know that this market is still weak in Pinterest. Who in the world is going to tell you to come in and buy this market when we clearly can tell that the market doesn't want to go up? It doesn't. So now, given that that's the case, let me give you my expectation as to where I'm looking for the price to go in Pinterest, because obviously I'm not looking for it to go up. And namely because we broke this trend. That's the first reason. Now, the second reason is, okay, this is now restriction. $52.22 is restriction. Okay. And then the second area of restriction is going to be up here towards like $58 to $60, right? That's the second area. So I'm not looking for the price in Pinterest to go up until the market takes out those areas. $52 first, all the way up to $60 next. And definitely until we see the price break it back up above that trend. It is what it is, right? Many of these analysts, even the ones on YouTube, only give you one side of the story, and they only give you the buy side. They don't never come in and tell you that you might want to hold out on looking at this market because it's anticipated to go down. And Pinterest is not the exception, right? So let's play the weakness. We're going to play the weakness into the market in Pinterest. You guys can see already in pre-market though that we're up to $45.50. That's cool, right? We can see that. So let me lower this because this is going to be the identifier as to us noticing, yeah, the market in Pinterest is actually giving us a little bit more momentum to the upside. We might need to cut the play of looking for the price to go down once we see price break this, that $56 price, right? That would be the indication there. So until that time, we're going to play the weakness into the market in Pinterest. Think about lifting it though. We'll lift it up here. Okay. Now, how low do you think the price is going to go? That's the next thing for us to try to figure out, right? Because I'm not extremely bearish into the market in Pinterest. No, not at all. But I still think we got some lower prices to go through. And the first area that I'm seeing on the chart is going to be here, right? Right there around $39.75. And then the second area is going to bring us down here to $36. Now, the biggest area that I'm seeing, if we maintain this massive weakness and downtrend being in play, is 32. Okay, that's the biggest area. Now, I'm not necessarily seeing that yet, but I want to extend it down there just to say, hey, there's a slim chance that we can still see the market hit 32. Now, the three areas for us to grab the bag in this market as price goes down in Pinterest is going to be 40, right? Then 36, then 32. Those are the three areas that we would expect the price to go as we stair-step our way down in price. It's just that easy, just that simple. Okay. So let's go ahead and play that out into the market in Pinterest. Let me switch this back over to the daily time frame because I want us to keep watch of the price in Pinterest as we go out in time. Now I can already see that we're up right there around $45.60. But since we closed on the last trade right down here to 43, I'm going to start there. Okay. So let me bring this in closer as well. And that is it. So since we broke this ascending line, I'm gonna take that off because I don't want to cause no confusion. And this is how we're going to play the market in Pinterest now. Don't forget the three price areas, 40, 36, 32. Those are it. Those are the targets that we're looking for the market in Pinterest to go. Now it's your turn. Drop me a comment right now and tell me where do y'all think the price in Pinterest is going to go. Are you falling in line with the analysts? Or are you falling in line with what the people are saying with their money? Let me know. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.